Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings! Would you like to register? Registering new SAM units live to clean and clean to live. Scanning for... Thank you. This area. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12... Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping...
Who ordered the bottles of Raptidon musk? One has broken.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of...
Carry on.
I don't think you're supposed to be... Want to treat yourself? Sure. I'm so glad you asked. Some people say the name refers to the Truth is, we've been established, closed down, renamed, re-established. Corporate's still deliberating over a new name. The mad... Can't say I do. Any Clio products satisfy... These days, we don't get much in the way of variety. I hear it's like that all over the colony. Technically, I'm not in business at all. Roseway closed down years ago. Of course, if something goes wrong, like one of our guards drinking himself to... Sure, you need... Did security talk? I don't really know you. Roseway's supposed to be... Then again, there's nothing in my contract that...
Thanks for getting me out. Oh, we turned the old lab into storage a long time ago. Anton needed someone to fetch about being in it. I know as much about this stuff as Anton does, but I'm treated like a
You're underestimating the importance of the 8th back.
Blankenship, she's okay. But Lunsford has the highest rate of foot goals per game.
But if you cross-reference with the skills of the opposing team, his hand goal rate plummets.
What?
Lunsford plays worse against better teams. Blankenship plays better.
Carry on.
Huh? I got 500 bits on the Darlings taking the finals this year.
The stats are better on the spacers chosen.
Better days are coming. I can smell the money.
What can Yeah. Wish. Oh, for a.
Warning. Obstruction.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the... Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
there. Be seated.
This is Halcyon News.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you? Don't hurry up. What's that? What'd you... Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most... Well, that's... A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from... Are you... Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but... I suppose it can't be helped. Groundbreaker's radiators. Miss Junlei's supposed to be getting them fixed. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed. Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but... And between you and me, this heat problem we've got's gone unfixed. The board can't abide a commute. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways, but it won't work. Go. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on... Because that's what the... I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying... Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking... But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more... That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch. But who knows if that's true. That's right, dearie. Though for how long, I can't... Go right... Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossbulb. Anytime.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo?
Seeking relief from the heat? Till... I hear tell some folk down in the township. The and we're all sweating. Couldn't say. All I know is... They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it in... Instead of the heat going where it ought, though. Weeks? Engineering. Chief Junlei? Don't know what's got her dragging her heat. That's not for me to say. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. She doesn't come around here often, though.
you get back there?
I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bag. Thanks again. What usually happens on this partially pressurized... Well, actually two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. Time stood still. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. You're gonna shake me down? Damn right I have.
Something I... If only my other patients had so... The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I... She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff... Not without dispensation from Chief... We don't have the... Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Auntie Cleo's, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply... Take...
Keep hanging around and I'll be... What can I... You...
Jemini. All right, okay. Seems I've got to do...
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to... See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me. What? No, I didn't do anything. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a... Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the Med Bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than... Thanks for helping me with the board. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Any word on... Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before... This is how...
How do you do? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation. That's not... What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you... I quite concur. It's refreshing. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now... What?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. See, I ain't too elated about going... You sure saved my skin, stranger.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the... If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion. But we can say I'm She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably... Yeah, but the important... It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just... You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt. On my way. Sublight. The legitimate smuggling business.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right. They're terrified to lock in the... You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. Absolutely not. Sprat work. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our... Terra frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. Legally? No. The Terra... Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking... Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves. Just as well. Fresh from the grinder.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked there. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom. Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago.
This is Halcyon. Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day. Story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of...
If you came to report the unemployed. Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even
for military training and lend your life to protecting our...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal... No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. Good. Don't go making trouble. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10... Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Dr. Fenho, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind.
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and
we don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I
don't like to put a label on things.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a... Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. Only the board has access to new parts. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon, the board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online... Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned. Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the state... If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. I have. One of my engineers... I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Mardits are descended from the original Marine detachment that crossed the void with Groundbreaker. I don't put their lives on the line if I can avoid it. You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. Damn right. And while I'm captain of the ground... Good.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following.
Still betting on the tossball series?
C&P chicken and potatoes.
It's just me. Hey.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All crew members, please be advised that perishables should not be left on the counter for more than 48 hours, unless you are hoping for an...
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's... Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else. Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we... Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars, and knowing... Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little. But on the other hand, broadsiding... Oh, I can do civilized. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked... Yeah. I guess my Thanks for listening.